Hi everybody, meet Joseph. He's an engineer and a photo enthusiast. He knows a thing or two about birding, whereas I know next to nothing. And he's going to teach me a couple of things. Hi Joseph, how are you doing today? Thanks for joining us. How exciting having Joseph here helping me do something that I've never done before, birding. I'm bringing the big guns. This is the F4 200 to 400 millimeter through the range. Now I know it's been superseded by the new 180 to 400 with the built-in 1.4 teleconverter. But this still is absolutely a cracker of a lens. Now, the moment you've all been waiting for. What body, you can't see me smiling under here, what body am I sticking this amazing lens on? Let me tell you something about this body. I mean, this is a moment that I thought would never happen. Yep, I'm almost speechless. 1,200 frames per second. This is perhaps the most exciting camera Nikon has ever made in their career. And I'm about to reveal to you, there it is. The V1 mirrorless as you have never seen it. Look at this thing, absolutely insane. 1,200 frames per second in video.
I thought there was no better idea. This thing has a 2.7 times crop. 400 mils becomes, you know what? We don't even need to talk about it. It becomes a lot. All right, let's give it a go. I'm a pro. I know what I'm doing. First time birding. It's easy, right? Easy, totally easy. All right, here we go. Oh, look at that. I mean, we are 2.7 times crop, 400 mil. So what, like a 1,000 and something. And hear that shutter. Can you hear that? Oh, yeah. Oh, baby. Oh, yeah. That's good. I mean, this is the best 10 megapixels at 100 ISO that you will ever probably see. And I tell you, I'm getting an amazing shot of the rock over here on the other side of the bank. Because, you know, birding's got its difficulties. Not only do you have to find the right light, the right lens, the right location, but you have to find a bird. And right now, I'm birdless. Come on, birds. Hey, Joseph, you got any ideas? I tell you, you birders, you're tough people. What do you think? I need a monopod or something? I think this thing's like 5 kilos or something. It's a lot. There's a lot of glass. So for those of you who don't know this lens, this is the 200 to 400 f4 through the range with a piece of glass there that's almost as big as my head. It's huge. Can you see in there? I think this is a good birding lens. And do you know why I bought this lens? It wasn't for birding, it was for the Melbourne Symphony Orchestra. So I could shoot in low light situations a long way away. And this was before silent shutter was really a thing. So you had to get at a distance so you could shoot during the performance. Completely different to birding, but it worked perfect. Oh, geez, almost fell into the river. Works perfectly for that sort of thing. If and when I do get a Z9, boom, we're gonna give it a spin. We'll take this for a whirl, mate. Where did the bird go? Oh, I got him, it's so exciting now, I've lost him. Where did he go? Oh, there he is. What I need is my Monarch binoculars, Nikon. Which Monarch binoculars should I get? So just to give you an idea, this guy's hiding in the rocks. I'm going to show you an amazing photo of that. And I think he's fishing. Don't know anything about bird photography or birds. But I believe, Joseph tells me, he knows a lot about this stuff, that this bird is fishing. And we are shooting at 1/400th of a second at f4, maximum aperture, ISO 100, in order to get the best out of this camera and its sensor, which is from 2011. So the sensor is probably more than 10 years old. But how does it stand up? We're going to find out. We're going to find out. All right, we've got him up close here. I suddenly have the excitement of the chase. this 1,000 odd millimeter equivalent lens is so long, I've got to actually pull back a bit. And being handheld, well, I tell you, that's killing me. I've got to move that collar around. It's really hurting my hand. So at around 1,000 mils, I'm able to get the bird to fill the frame, and we're what, 10 meters? 8 meters? 10, 8 meters? Something like that. So for me, the hardest thing about this game, oh, I saw the fish. I saw the fish. What the hell? This is wildlife, mate. Harry Butler in the wild. I'm exhausted. This thing is a monster. There's no question you can't go handheld for very long. And I'll be asking Joseph, how do I solve this problem? I'm sure he'll have an idea. Imagine if there was a Z9 instead of this guy. 10 years in the making since this one came out. Let's hope we get to play with a Z9 sometime soon. And then we'll be able to do a crazy job of this sort of thing, because this is already pretty impressive for tech that's running through an adapter. This is the good old FT1 adapter, and it's still working. There's going to be some shots. I can feel it in my waters. So Joseph has been kind enough to give me the much more modern 200 to 500 5.6 through the range, and because this lens is, I feel like it's about 40% or 30% of the weight of my lens, I can actually hold it without shaking. The other one's just too heavy in this sort of situation. And now I'm getting some lovely shots. Oh, he just got a fish. What I'm having to do is just, because he gets fish, I'm upping the ISO and hopefully the raw file. Now we don't seem to be in continuous, oh there we go. So this lens is handheld, significantly easier to use. I mean, basically, fatigue is probably not going to be an issue in the order of maybe an hour, whereas with that other lens, maybe you can last 15 minutes. Come on, mate, go for a fish. I don't even know how you see him. So I'm just waiting for him to get a fish here. Looks like we've only got a 5-shot buffer at the moment. Just going to vertical orientation, going out to 400 mil. Yeah, so look, this camera is ridiculously hard to use for this type of job. Ridiculously hard. The ergonomics are not great. I keep knocking buttons, but you can see here the beginnings of Nikon's mirrorless journey. It's really interesting. But yeah, I need some more equipment to hold these heavy lenses for me. It's hard yakka. Yeah, it's hard yakka. We're shooting some video. Now it's only 1080p on this camera. It does have a 1200 frames per second mode, which we will have a play at in a minute. But maybe we can get one of these fish coming out of the water. All right, let's have a look. Oh wow, it's dark, of course, and the frame is this tiny letterbox thing. Where's the bird gone?
And here we have some lovely prints from the V1. These are 2 images taken by Joseph, who you met at the start. Not only is he an engineer, but he is also the robot whisperer. See this amazing precision work coming to the camera. Alrighty, well, let's finish out this video by actually looking at some of the files from the amazing Nikon 1V1. There's probably been a software update, but I haven't used this camera much in the last 10 years. But there it is, the Nikon 1V1. We can see the resolution here is 3872 by 2592, and we've got the epically crazy VR 200 to 400 F4G, and I think it's the version 2. I think this is an amazing result. We are at 400 mils f4 1/320th of a second handheld, and there's not much going in that you can do. We're now 100% pixel for pixel relative to the screen, not to the 4K on YouTube, and you know, that's looking good. That's sharp. I'll just show you a few of these pixel for pixel. Again, we are sharp on the eyes and the beak. Again, we're still at 400 mil, so this is 1000 and what was it, 1070 or 1085 millimeter equivalent. Ridiculous. Again, at 400 mil, pixel for pixel. I think this is a pretty good result for handheld, an older f lens, and this 10 megapixel camera with 10-year-old sensor technology. Now here we are on the slightly more modern lens, the VR 200 to 500 f 5.6G, and again, looking pretty good. I think focus is actually here on the feathers. A pretty nice looking shot here. And we'll just jump to perhaps one of the better frames that I took. Again, I'm not a bird photographer. This is the very first time that I've ever done this in my life. There's a lot of things that I would like to do differently, as we will do this again. Probably not with the V1. It's tough to shoot with. The ergonomics are tough. But there you go. I think that's a pretty good result. It's a great proof of concept as to what Nikon were doing 10 years ago and what you can do with some crazy lenses, and also just a bit of fun as we await the arrival of the Z9, which gets ever so tantalizingly closer. Fantastic. Well, if you have any questions or comments, I'd love to hear them down below. It's been absolutely fantastic to have you here today. If this is your first time here, I would love to see you again. So please do subscribe, and please share and like, and don't forget the merch and channel subscriptions. It's all good. All right, I will see you and talk to you very, very soon. Bye for now.